Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Moroccan Adventure. I'm your host, Jack Dingo. We're here in the vibrant and colourful city of Fez, where we've had the rare fortune of stumbling upon an elusive creature. This creature first started appearing in Morocco about 5 years ago. It turns up annually during the month of May. No one knows where it comes from or where it goes. In the next few minutes, you'll see what was, for us, a few days of following, recording, and researching the rare and beautiful Religion Professor.
Think I'm just too white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy. Can't you see I'm white and nerdy? Look at me, I'm white and nerdy. I wanna roll with the gangsters, but so far they all think I'm too white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy.
Our first segment was from the night when we originally stumbled upon the Religion Professor. We hadn't expected to see him then, but we immediately decided to follow him. We've decided since that it would be best for you to experience this film as we experienced the actual event, raw and uncut. So we decided to present the next segment as it is, completely unedited. Here we have the opportunity to observe the rare Religion Professor in his natural environment. Note how he attempts to herd the students, taking them where he wants them to go. He stands ready to spring into lecture at a moment's notice. The unsuspecting students will have no choice but to stay and listen. Maybe later on we'll get a chance to listen in. Here's the Religion Professor again. Note how he moves, always with his weapon at the ready, prepared to spring into action, taking photographs of any and all opportunities. He seems to be getting into some form of transportation. We'll have to follow and see where it goes. Alright, unfortunately we weren't able to find a way to keep up with the Religion Professor, but we have been able to find out where he's going to go. So, we're heading there on foot at this moment, hoping to intercept him at his residence, where we may be able to observe him taking his evening meal. Let's see how it goes. Unfortunately, we've not been able to move as quickly as we'd hoped. As you can see, there's incredibly strenuous territory we're moving through here. We're just hoping that later on we'll be able to make up some time so we can catch up with the Religion Professor in time to see him take his meal. Come on, let's go. Alright, it looks like we've missed our opportunity this evening with the Religion Professor. It's taken us about twice as long as we had anticipated, and we're still not there yet. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm definitely sweating here. It's really tough going. Hopefully we'll have better luck tomorrow. It appears, incredibly enough, that we've now made it back in time to observe the Religion Professor. We're coming up on him now. Let's see what he's dining on this evening. As I said, we seem to have made it back in time to observe. Let's see if we can find out what he's eating. Looks like a standard tagine. Interesting.
Final thing we observed about the Religion Professor this evening was his apparent ability to eat straight garlic. Notice after he eats a piece of bread how he then consumes a piece of the garlic. We don't know whether he's trying to ward off vampires, evil jinn, or perhaps just the old bacteria. It's a fascinating part of this ritual.
After our first experience with the previously almost completely unknown Religion Professor, where we learned so much about his eating habits, we decided to regroup and follow him again the next day. That day we decided to focus on his daily attire. So, without further ado, I present the Religion Professor and what he wears. The Religion Professor is clearly on his way out of Morocco, so we're grateful to have this final opportunity to observe him. It's fascinating to note how he's wearing a different hat from normal today. The wide brim hat that he normally wears is great for keeping the rain and the sun off of him. This one, however, is apparently for retaining warmth. It's ridiculously amazing to note how he manages to change even his headgear to adapt to his conditions. I'd also like to point out the long sleeve shirt and long pants that he has on. These can keep the sun, the sand, and the wind from affecting his apparently delicate skin. This exterior coating seems to be some sort of evolutionary adaptation to his conditions. Finally, the vest. This is probably the most incredible article of clothing I've ever seen on such a fascinating creature. It has pockets which can carry anything that he needs, and also manages to cover him up as an extra layer of protection, and finally hangs down low enough to protect his fanny pack and pockets from thieves. It's incredible how this species has managed to adapt itself so well to such varied conditions. After all of this, it was finally time for us to leave. It seemed that the Religion Professor was wrapping up his activities and was about to head home. we took the long ride back to Marrakesh to continue our previous search for another creature which we'll learn about another day. But we were so grateful to have had this wonderful opportunity to stumble across such a rare creature, and we hope that you've learned as much from it as we did.
Too white and nerdy, think I'm just too white and nerdy. Can't you see I'm white and nerdy? Look at me, I'm white and nerdy. I wanna roll with the gangsters, but so far they all think I'm too white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and